Ladies and gentlemen, I upload a lot of different types of chess content, and I've been doing it nearly every single day for 6 years. And today's video is no exception. In today's video, I will be showing you a chess 1v1 battle that I did against none other than Anna CRAMLING. We played this live on stage at Chess Party in Stockholm, Sweden, in front of 2,000 members of the audience. And I wore a blindfold. So we're sitting there, I'm blindfolded, we're playing a speed chess game. I have to memorize hundreds of chess moves in my head with 3 minutes on the clock in front of a live crowd while also talking, entertaining, and so on. First, I'm going to show you the game footage, and then I'm going to analyze this game for you afterward. And if you're wondering, yes, I will be doing this once again. This type of concept of inviting a special guest up on stage and doing a chess exhibition or live guess the ELO is what I'll be doing on my Europe tour later on this year. Can't wait. Gonna meet a bunch of you in so many of these different cities. A lot of you have requested, why is it not in this place? Why is it not in this place? Ultimately, getting a large venue for thousands of people, even a year in advance, is quite challenging. This is where I'm gonna be. If we add more shows, I'll let you know. Tickets will be in the description. VIP tickets are almost gone. Meet and greet. We could take a picture and so on and so forth. I'll sign whatever you bring. Check it out and enjoy the game. Okay, let's put this on. Can't see anything. We ready?
Should we shake hands? Yes.
Fiona, good luck.
Good luck. Well, good luck to you,
Good luck.
Levy. Good luck.
All right.
And a good game.
Did she move?
No, it hasn't started.
Ah.
Okay, so should I say my move as well? Yes. D4.
G6.
C4.
Bishop G7.
Have you prepared for this?
I just know your first 2 moves every game.
I do always say the same thing. E4.
Knight C6.
Since when do you play this? Since always, maybe. Okay, I didn't prepare. I should have prepared.
The pawn's hanging
I know, Levy.
on D4.
I'm fully aware. Thank you very much. Okay, so what do we do? Okay, knight F3.
Let's go E5.
I had a position like this in Minorca.
Uh-oh. Did you win?
No, but I had a winning position, Levy. I had a great opening, great opening. Okay, D5.
Let's go knight D4.
Bishop E3.
C5.
D takes C6.
En passant! D takes C6.
Okay, this has now changed a bit. This is not what my game was. H3.
Okay, knight E7.
Knight C3.
Castles?
Why do you have such a good knight, Levy? I don't get it. How did that happen?
You kind of contributed to this.
I know. It was not part of my plan. Okay, I'm just gonna play. I was gonna play till you get low in time, but I am the one with a minute left. How does this always happen? Okay, Bishop D3.
Bishop D3, you said.
Yes? Uh-oh.
Knight takes F3
Stop!
check.
Okay, it's fine. G takes F3.
Ah, now my position is really nice.
But now you don't have your knight anymore. You know what? I'm happy.
Can we take back? Bishop E6.
Queen E2.
Yes. Let's go Queen A5.
You're just putting fear in me. The queen is... What is it doing over there? Long castles.
What?
Yeah, I have to.
Oh, now I have to actually think. What? There's no way that's a good move.
Why not? What, am I going to castle the other way?
B5.
What? B5?
Yes. With my pawn, not my queen.
Okay, so...
I'm so jet lagged. That's my excuse.
Okay, well maybe we go... Where do we go? What are you doing? What are these hand movements?
I'm intimidating you with nothing. Nothing is happening in my brain.
Okay, that's
We
good
have
to know.
almost a minute on the
High
clock,
five.
by the way.
Boom. It's gonna be just like Brussels.
Just stop it! Okay, okay. I'm gonna take on b5. C takes b5.
C takes b5.
Yes. Oh,
Me too.
yeah. Okay, I see. I see.
Oh my goodness.
Are you right that this is just bad for me? Okay, no. Oh.
I think it,
Bishops. Okay, bishop
move.
c2.
you didn't touch. Yeah, there was no. You know.
No, I am
Yeah.
in charge.
Oh, I have so many good moves here. What do I play, you guys? Do I take on a2 with the queen? Just kidding. Oh, Anna's. How much time we got?
a minute
Let me
and
keep
50.
talking.
Minute and 50. Every move is good.
we should do a Q&A right now from the
pawn
audience.
To b4. Pawn to b4.
I want the Q&A from the audience. Okay.
Every move is good. What do I play?
Yeah, you're right that every move is good.
Every move is good.
Okay, knight a4.
Oh, that was the idea.
Yeah. There was some idea, Levy. Of course there was.
It's a bit rare, yeah.
Blindfold trash talk!
Let's
Trash
go.
talk out of nowhere.
Let's go. Rook fc8.
You know, I just need a good position. The moment I get a good position, he will not be able to trash talk like this anymore.
But the position is so bad.
Okay, king b1.
Yeah. How are you not just losing
'Cause
immediately?
I'm not losing immediately. Everything is under control.
How much time we got?
A minute 15.
50.
15, 1
15.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
The clock
She
is
has
ticking,
40
Levy.
seconds.
Yeah, I gotta lock in. I can't be out here talking
Less than a
trash
minute
and then
soon.
losing. Let's go. Rook a b8.
Bishop b3.
Bishop b3, huh? This is some good defending.
Thank you, Levy. Finally, we switched the trash talk to some compliments.
I'm kind of annoyed. Okay, bishop takes bishop.
Pawn takes bishop.
Knight c6.
We're 50 seconds, 5-0 against 40.
Rook d5.
That's not nice. Queen c7.
Rook. Okay. Rook c1.
Queen b7. What happened? The position was so good. It's so bad being blindfolded.
Jet lag happened.
I'm jet lagged. I said,
Okay.
yeah.
Rook c5.
Which one?
D. Rook d c5.
Knight d4.
Bishop takes d4.
Pawn takes d4.
Rook takes rook.
Rook takes rook.
Rook takes rook.
Queen takes rook.
I only have 17 seconds? Okay.
You or me?
She.
Me. Queen c4. You wanna play an endgame?
Queen takes h3.
How do you see the pawn there? I didn't
go!
even see it. Queen takes b4.
Oh
b5,
my
b4.
gosh!
Sorry.
Queen takes f3.
All
Queen
good.
b8 check.
Bishop f8.
Knight c5. Knight c5.
What? Oh my gosh. Queen. King g7.
Knight d7.
Bishop e7.
Queen b7.
b7.
Yes.
d3.
Where's this queen thing coming from? Uh-oh. Knight e5.
She played on the second, almost
Queen
like
d1
again.
check.
What did you say, Queen d1?
Yes, queen d1 check.
King a2.
Ah! Oh no! How much time do we have?
22 seconds.
King f6.
Huh? Knight d7 check.
King g5.
Where is this going? Knight e5.
Bishop f6.
Knight takes f7 check.
What? King h4.
e5.
d2.
Queen e4 check.
King h3.
Queen E3 check.
King H2.
Queen F4 check.
King H1.
What? Queen F4 check.
King where?
Queen E4 check.
King H2.
Queen F4 check.
King H1.
Queen E4 check.
Draw.
Yes, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
What? Oh my gosh. Oh, that
I
was
thought you could
crazy.
go King G1.
I think I'm probably winning, but
Right? I don't know.
I'm trying to memorize where every pawn is, and I just can't. And I was like, wait, I can play King H3, but there's mate on the board with the queen.
So that game was completely impossible to remember in my head. And I can't really say it was completely impossible to remember because I completely remembered it. But you can see during the video, if you back up, I am pressing my hands against my head to keep the grid ingrained in my brain. The pawns were getting scattered and lost. And also, I was kind of tilted because I had a really good position from the opening. So let's analyze the game. Anna started with d4. And I know Anna, she's going to be a very good, solid positional player. I like to try to defeat Anna with an attack in the first 20 moves. And in this game, I got really close because the longer the game goes on, the harder it's going to be to memorize what's happening. I play the modern defense. I have a course on this, by the way, if you want to check out how to get a really good position against the master level player. Our blitz ratings are on the screen, by the way. I'm not actually 2,900 FIDE. She plays e4. I won knight c6, immediately attacking this pawn. And if the pawn goes forward, I'm actually just going to jump my knight in behind the pawn. It's kind of hard to get rid of this knight. I've had some games go bishop e3, and then I'll play like c5. And taking on passant here for white is just very bad. This transformation of pawn structure followed by pawn to e5, black already just has a major advantage. The knight stands very comfortably on as close to an outpost square as you can imagine. Then bishop here, knight here, castle, and a very easy game. Anna didn't do that. She played knight f3, and now I decided like, okay, should I, play d6 and be solid? Let me attack the center of the board with the move e5. This is one of the moves. The best move in this position for white is to immediately take advantage of this open diagonal and attack the queen, not because you think your opponent is going to blunder it, but because the only way to defend here really for black is this ugly move pawn to f6. But I've had some games like this before. It's completely reasonable. Yes, the computer says it's better for white, but, we're human beings. In the game, Anna played d5. I jumped my knight into d4, and the reason that I did this is because this at least forces the issue very early. And I get to clarify the structure quite fast. Whereas if there's a lot of possibility and flexibility on every single move, I have to calculate way more possibilities in my head. Whereas if the center just gets locked, the game plan is quite simple. So she went bishop e3, which is already an inaccuracy. It's kind of incredible. You actually have to do this with white. It's not so clear why you have to do that. But then basically this structure for black is not as good. By playing here and waiting, I play c5, and at this point, I was thinking, oh, all right, I've already equalized, which you can see according to the computer, yeah. By anchoring in my knight, I've definitely equalized. She didn't take me en passant. We've already talked about this transformation. She went, oh no, she did. I apologize. She did take me en passant. Not, she didn't. She did take me en passant, and now this structure is just good for black. So taking like this, then my light squared bishop gets out. And then she saw bishop g4 coming, and I get the sense that early on in the game, Anna's kind of taking her time. She's talking. We're all ultimately entertainers, so our brain doesn't often switch on to like full attack mode. And when she was playing moves like h3, I was just thinking, okay, I have an advantage from the opening, like I do often against the lower rated player. That's not an insult. It's just reality. But like lower rated relative to me. She's higher rated than all of you. But then it's like, now what? Okay, so we have a better position. Now what? So I spent a little time. I developed my knight to e7 because I didn't want to block my diagonal. She developed her knight. Now I was thinking like, should I castle? Should I develop my bishop? Should I develop my queen? Like, I can play pawn to h6. I can just play a bunch of waiting moves. I decided I'm going to castle. I'm not going to overcomplicate things. And obviously she can also decide, but she can also decide which way to castle. And I was quite, stunned early on in the game by this move as well, because bishop e2 is what I thought was more normal. Bishop d3, I see that my queen sees the bishop, and that means the white queen can't actually take care of both of these pieces. Now, What's incredible about this position is my move knight takes f3 is not even the best move. The best move for black is apparently pawn to f5, just launching another pawn forward, looking for pawn to f4, pushing back the bishop, and overtaking the advantage like that. I thought, okay, I'm going to make this transformation. I'm going to develop my last piece. White is already worse. I mean, her pawn structure is compromised. If h4, I always have h5. I'm never going to get checkmated. Her knight is kind of out of the game. But then I was like, you know, I did my best. You know, I saw that she was going to try to castle queenside. You can kind of tell in the game I was sort of bewildered by how the opening was going. You know, I played queen a5, which actually isn't even the best move. Apparently, it's better for me to play f5 anyway. Like, the computer's screaming for the move f5. But I went queen a5 here. And the second she castled, you know, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure out what the best move is here. I'm writing a book. Well, it's done, but it's going to come out October later this year, a couple of weeks before my tour, How to Win at Chess Next Level. And in that book, there is a chapter on attacking and a chapter on pawn play. And using those two concepts here, you should be able to see b5 has to be the move. It just has to be. Yes, you can be like, well, then I'm going to lose the pawn. I understand. But if white doesn't take this pawn, you're going to play takes or even b4 and queen takes a2. So she took and I took. And I knew that even if she's going to take this pawn, I'm going to have two open files for my rooks. This has to be good for me. And she went bishop c2 during the game. And you can notice in the video, if you rewatch, or even if you don't have to rewatch, something in my head was like, this is wrong. What's happening here is wrong. Because, I mean, I can play b4, I can play rook b8, like I can take on a2. But in my head, I saw queen takes b5, right? And so if I play bishop takes a2, she's going to trade queens with me. So in a blitz game, what I probably would have played here is still maybe calculated b4, but something like rook b8. Rook b8's a simple move. It defends the pawn. It disallows these pieces from activating, and it also takes away access to b5. But what I didn't like about this is bishop b3. And I couldn't come to an understanding of how I'm supposed to break through in this position. And to be honest with you, there's no obvious way to break through in this position. Like, this check is not good. White just goes king c2. I can play b4, white is just going to block. So I couldn't figure out how to break down this position. The way I should have is bishop c4. This is a very important move. It forces the queen to make a move, let's say to e1, and then b4 and knight c6 pick up steam because the queen is off the diagonal. But in the game, I went b4, and after this, I totally lost the plot. Like, I can take a pawn, but then my bishop gets trapped. I don't have bishop d7, which I thought maybe I had. I actually started to panic a little bit here. I still felt like I had an advantage, but I thought that she's going to play king b1, bishop b3, and pretty soon I'm going to have no attack. I couldn't believe what was happening. So it was a mix of, like, shock, and, I mean, I knew I had a better position, but yeah, like it's not even, the computer wants knight c6, knight d4. It just wants to bring the knight, which this would have made a lot of sense just floating in the knight and realizing I don't have to rush anything. But I played my rook because I thought, well, I need these rooks side by side. She played king b1, and now was the moment I needed to spot this very nice tactic. I just have rook takes c2. Rook c2, just like sacrificing the rook wins the game, but I missed it. In a blitz game, I would see this in 2 seconds. But in Blindfold, I was not looking at this move at all. Like, it wasn't even a move that crossed my mind. But it wins because if king takes, I get 2 pieces and I continue the attack and the game is just over. And if she takes with the queen, I have a very simple move, rook c8. Now, I think maybe what I thought, obviously there is no queen b3, maybe I just thought, like, she can block this attack. She can't. Knight c5, I can take on a2. And bishop c5, I mean, the computer here finds the absolutely disgusting knight to f5. Just getting the knight into the position anyway. And if pawn takes, bishop takes with some, just absolute devastation here for white. Everything is pinned to everything. So rook c2 is winning on the board. Like, it's right there. And I miss it. And this one simple move allows her not just to equalize, it actually allows her in many ways to take over the game. Because my attack has just hit a brick wall. I don't have anything. I have 19 points of attacking material, and none of it is doing anything. So now I'm not even in win mode. I'm in defense mode, blindfolded and tilted and jet lagged. So my heart rate was elevated, right? I took on b3, which is also a bad move. I tried to just simplify, remove the tension from the position, and I played knight c6 to go knight d4. She finds an excellent move. Rook d5 is a fantastic move with a tempo. I'm actually very lucky my queen's not trapped. I mean, I didn't see rook d5. Like, I just assumed my queen was going to survive. So I go queen c7. And now, instead of doubling the rooks, she goes here, which is also the best move, just putting a lot of pressure on me. I can't move any of my pieces now, right? So I kind of awkwardly slide out of the way. Now she just come into the position. Knight c5. Knight c5, I would have had to go, I don't even know. Queen b6, there's a fork. Here, there's a fork. Here, maybe, but then there's knight a6 anyway. I got a little bit fortunate here that Anna is still a bit too positionally inclined, so she kind of like doubled up the rooks here. This move completely removes the advantage for white. She needed to bring the worst placed piece back into the game with authority. Knight c5 would have been absolutely vicious, but here I was like, okay, I have a passage to d4. I saw that here we're going to trade everything. Still, of course, I don't think she should trade all the pieces, but she did trade all the pieces. She traded the bishop and she traded the rooks, and now black is just winning. So this trade for her, this transformation of the board, which is ironic because, you know, in the last book that I'm writing, the trilogy book of my How to Win a Chess series, I talk about the fact that master level players transform the position at the proper moment the right way. And clearly here under time trouble, she did not do that. She transforms the position. That trade is actually fine, but this transformation is bad because you leave yourself with a huge weakness on the other side of the board and your knight actually just cannot come back to the game at all. Now, you'll notice in the video, she goes here offering me a queen trade, and I'm like, in my head, because you gotta realize, like, just imagine you just close your eyes right now. Close your eyes. Can you remember where the pieces are? The hardest part about this is the very unusual setup of the pawns. And I spotted this, and she was like, what? How did you even see that? Queen takes h3. Now in my mind, I'm thinking, I have to promote this d-pawn, and I also have a passed h-pawn. So I'm thinking I gotta take something on f3 and then play h5, h4, h3, etc., or promote my d-pawn. She goes queen takes b4. I just took a pawn because it was there. Honestly, the best move is probably h5 already, because that way if she ever gives me check, I can run my king. I don't have to use my bishop as a defender, but I'm trying to make moves in like 5 seconds or less. So I took a pawn. I'm trying to keep track of everything. She gives me check. I go bishop f8, and she plays knight c5. And now, with like 30 seconds on the clock and blindfold, and I'm thinking, knight d7, queen f8 mate. Like, I'm trying to remember where everything is. Knight d7, queen f8 is mate. Knight d7, queen f8 is mate. Knight d7 is not actually a threat because I can just go h5. And if knight d7, I take on e4 with check, which is important to remember. I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking, how do I protect my king? And then I can play like queen e7, and this should be child's play. I have a d pawn, I have an h pawn. I probably shouldn't get mated, but I don't remember that this is a check. So I'm like, okay, let's just get out of here. I started playing it safe. I started avoiding any potential blunders. She went here, I went here. Again, queen e4 here just won. I could have taken a pawn. I noticed that there was queen e5 check, but I'm trying to play it safe. Bishop f6, I'm trying to play it safe. She goes here. Now I realize I could have taken this, but now I can't take it anymore. I'm like, queen b7, queen b7. Okay, can I play d3? Can I play h5? And I was very happy with the move d3. I'm thinking d2, d1. I'm queening on the next move. I'm right there. I'm going to win. She goes knight e5. I'm like, my queen's hanging. Now, what's amazing is I can just play d2. I can just play d2. If d2, maybe what I thought was d2, knight f3, d1, and if this, then this. But this is still winning. It's still winning because I grab this pawn, you know, I come back. So I'm like, okay, I got to save my queen. Now, what easily wins here for me is to give a check on h1 and then promote. And the reason this is winning is that queen e7, I can make my second queen, allow this, and run to h6. I can allow this. Queen f4 check, I can go king h5. You're not calculating this blindfolded. Like, I just could not imagine to run my king to the edge of the board like this, and now I just have an extra queen. So knight e5, queen h1 is winning. I just quickly play a move here, and it's the wrong move, and it's the wrong move to the point that I have given away my whole advantage because I am in the way of my pawn. This is when I start panicking. I'm like, oh my God, what have I done? So then I go here. Now I'm losing because the king was not supposed to be this far out. She can just play knight c4 here, completely protected king. She's going to stop my passed pawn, and now my idiot king is out here. So I mean, I, of course, don't know I'm losing. In fact, I actually still thought it's like very complicated. She goes knight d7, that's the wrong move. And I gotta do it for the memes. I run out to g5, where I assume my king is just gonna breathe a bunch of fresh air. She plays queen d5 check. Oh no, she didn't play queen d5 here, but I was ready to go to h4 because I had spotted that after queen d5, king h4, there was no more checks. But apparently it's losing after queen f7. I just imagine I'm gonna promote, but it's not the end of the story. So she goes knight e5. I notice that my bishop is hanging. I don't want to draw with king f6, so I play bishop f6, and I notice that the knight cannot go anywhere. I'm noticing this in my head, and if knight f7, I'm going to keep running my king forward. She plays knight f7, I run my king to the outskirts of the board. This is totally insane. Totally insane position. Of course, I do see this in my head, and I'm looking for a mate. She goes e5. Now I'm like, okay, I'm probably just going to lose. Because when she played e5, I thought, well, I probably have to move my bishop, but I don't know where I'm going to move my bishop. I don't know. If I was like, oh, she's gonna, I was like, she's got queen e4 check. So I decided d2. I rolled the dice, d2. I'm a square away from queening. She can't take my bishop. She actually can take my bishop. She can, not only can she take my bishop, and then if I try to queen my pawn, she has queen b4, king h3, knight g5, king h2, queen d2. She can sacrifice the queen. And it's actually crazy. She can probably even do this. Because we are going to have a game of 4 queens, except white is up a knight. And white has built a barrier around the white king. So if queen a6 comes out, there's queen a3, and it's completely safe. Just utter insanity here. Utter insanity. d2 is losing. She needed to take my bishop. She ended up giving me check. I ran my king forward. I'm losing again if she takes my bishop. But she thought, I can't take the bishop. If I take the bishop, he's just going to queen. Not true. It's actually just not true at all. Because this is a check, and then she's as fast as I am. So queen e3, king here, she gives me check. King runs all the way to the edge of the board. I could not believe I was keeping track of this blindfolded. And now white has to take. White has to take because if white gives me check, black is winning. I'm winning if I go king g1. But it's unbelievably complicated. King g1, and now the reason this is no longer like a equal or anything is that black has one move. Black has one move here. Queen h5, a move that was never available previously. And queen h5 threatens both a promotion and a geometric checkmate on the outskirts of the board to the white king. Queen h5, there is no check for the white knight. If knight e5 is played here, there is d1 queen, f7, and queen, only winning move, d6. Simultaneously preventing a promotion, threatening the knight, and threatening queen a6 check to the white king at the right moment. This is the only way black can win here. Obviously, I should have spotted this blindfolded and I'm an idiot. But yes, the game ultimately ends with a perpetual check incorrectly played by black on the outskirts of the board. Check, and I just kept moving back and forth. And honestly, I actually thought like she was going to continue the game. I thought she was going to go here, I was going to go queen e1, and then we would have total chaos. But the game ends in a draw. I had a better position from the opening. I missed an opportunity to play an incredible tactic and a relatively straightforward tactic in retrospect that I just did not consider. I did not consider the move rook c2 at all, I think. And then the game just got totally crazy. She was better, but then she traded off the pieces the wrong way. I was winning in the endgame, but she attacked my king and I got scared. Yeah. Blindfold chess is nuts. Absolutely nuts. To play a blindfold scramble like this was crazy. Good game to my opponent. I'm sure we'll run it back. And as I said in the intro, if you want to watch some exhibitions like this, if you want to watch live Guess the ELO, meet and greet with me, take a picture, I'll sign whatever you bring, etc. Europe Tour 2026, October, November. Tickets are in the description. And get out of here.